this is the third time you've worked with Mark Lawrence, and so is there kind of an unspoken kind of way that he directs you now? Does he look at you and you're like, oh, of course I'm going to do it like this way now, or is there?
Well, certainly when you know someone really well, I can tell, even when he says fantastic, wonderful, that he's miserable and I've just been really bad. I can read his body language like a book. But it's very nice. It's very nice to know someone that well, and we have a great shorthand.
Is he a demanding director in a sense then, or does he kind of allow space for you guys to try different things?
He definitely leaves a lot of space. Some would say too much space. He's very adaptable. You know, all through the process, even if it's just in the script writing stage, you've only got to say, I don't know about that scene, Mark, and he instantly goes, right, I'll rewrite it completely. And sometimes you say, oh no, don't rewrite it completely. It was great. Just nudge it a bit.
To work with Sarah again after all these years, was there kind of a shorthand also then in that sense, or do you feel like you kind of needed to?
No, not really, because we were doing a rather heavy thriller 13 years ago, and this was comedy, and so I didn't know how that would go, but it turned out it was perfect. I mean, all you want is someone who you can do ping pong with. It's a good Asian reference, actually, and she's very ping pongy.
The rhythm of comedy is kind of important, and so she does it one way, and you have your thing also. So how do you find a middle ground then with people who are just so good at what they do?
Well, that's the thing, is you just want to make sure that you don't clash in styles, and I didn't feel that we did. I just felt admiration, actually. I thought, oh, God, she's clever at this stuff.
To go with her to a place like Wyoming or out in the boondocks and stuff, was it interesting for you to kind of be placed in a fish out of? So what was it like in real life to show up on the first day of set and you're like, what have I signed up for, or is it?
No, that's almost what I signed up for. I mean, I loved the script and everything, but it was a big temptation to be actually out in the Wild West. I've shot so many films in London or New York. It was wonderful. I love being on location. It makes the filming much more fun. And I'd never been out there. I'd never seen the big middle of America, these huge plains and real cowboys and Indian reservations. It was glamorous, exciting.
Being a city boy myself, the idea of going out there, going to a rodeo, I don't know, like all that kind of stuff. What were the things that kind of myths that kind of were dispelled while you were out there then?
Well, it wasn't that they were dispelled, they were confirmed. I couldn't really believe that these things happen, that people really do go to rodeos and they carry guns. There was on our set for the rodeo, when you drove in, there was a sign saying no concealed weapons. And, you just don't get people with guns shooting in London. You just don't, that doesn't happen.
To watch Sarah kind of go through that too, being a city girl like she is, was it funny, or because it?
She was very. She and Mark Lawrence are both deep Manhattanites. They've almost never left Manhattan, and they were dreading being in the middle of nowhere. And I enjoyed watching them. Particularly, I enjoyed watching Mark's health break down completely on day one, and it never recovered.
Because of the fresh air, or is it?
You can't take the fresh air. He absolutely couldn't cope with it, not even slightly. And the animals and everything, and he got allergies, and it was pathetic. But Sarah Jessica, although it was hard for her, she coped much better. And I think, in the end, she came to love Santa Fe very much.
Was it tempting to invite friends from London to come out, check out the prairie with me? Did you have a lot of visitors during this whole period?
I had no visitors, but I don't. I mean, honestly, I have no time on a film. No time. You get maybe 8 hours between shooting one day and shooting the next, and I couldn't have coped with any visitors.
So did it help to have Sarah there, kind of being?
Yeah, I had a lot of friends. I mean, she became my very good friend, and Mark's my very good friend. The producers are very good friends. Mary Steenburgen I loved. It was a laugh. There
was talk earlier in the journalist room saying that she gave you manicures and pedicures. Is this true?
Sarah Jessica.
Yeah.
Yeah, she did. Yeah.
What kind of? How would you? Did you just stick your foot in and please, or was it?
Well, there's some scenes in the film where I'm walking around in pajamas in the cabin, and these scenes take days to shoot, and I never wear slippers. I don't know why. And I could see if something was upsetting Sarah Jessica, and it was that my feet were getting a bit dirty. The soles, they do on a film set. And in the end, she couldn't take it anymore. She had to say, "You got to clean your feet up." And I thought, "Oh, okay." So I gave them a wash, and she said, "No, and the nails as well." And so I tried to clip those a bit, and then she said, "I may as well tell you, your hands are bad too." And so she in the end gave me a manicure. In fact, she gave me several manicures.
Did you do anything to help her with maybe some of her?
I did. I've brushed her wig on several occasions.
That's brilliant.
Yeah.
You know, when you're out there and you did your, you know, the style of clothing that you wear, because you're so known for what you wear and you look so sharp all the time. Was it nice to just be in a flannel shirt all the time, or was it refreshing, or did you, the second you go back to London, you went back into?
I'm not a sharp dresser in my real life, I promise you. I dress up purely for your benefit, Stevie.
You look great.
Thank you. And thanks for dressing up for me.
Oh, thank you. I
Yeah.
went all out.
Actually dresses me in the film.
Yes.
That's exactly my look.
In the spirit of Hugh.
Yeah.
Well, thank you very much for chatting with me. This is really nice.
Pleasure.
Thank you.